大家好，欢迎收看本期直击美股，我是 Julie， 在纽交所向您问好。今天是5月17日，周三。今天股市大幅低开低收，道指、纳指、标普500在盘中跌幅均超过1%，银行板块领跌。美国政治风险快速提升。纽约时报报道，特朗普曾在今年2月要求时任 FBI 局长科米停止对前国家安全顾问弗林的调查。如果情况属实，这显然是滥用职权。但白宫发言人坚称，特朗普没有要求任何人停止调查。昨天，《华盛顿邮报》等媒体还报道，特朗普与俄罗斯分享机密文件，引发市场焦虑。特朗普很有可能会因为近期的政治丑闻而被弹劾。投资者目前普遍怀疑特朗普能否再顺利进行特朗普交易。在财报方面，明天阿里巴巴将公布企业财报。今天原油价格持续了昨日的涨幅，欧派克考虑将延长原油减产时间至明年3月。相较之前的减产时间多出3个月。纵观全球，受到美国政治风险提升的影响，欧洲股市和亚洲市场大体收低。更多详细讯，请关注今天的交易员分析。
Good morning. My name is Scott Rutledge, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's morning call. It is 7:57 on Wednesday, and last night some news hit again out of Washington. Seems like we get it every single day. This time about how Trump potentially, allegedly told Comey to back off the Flynn investigation, and there's some kind of memo, so I would be listening to the headlines about the memo, whether they find it or not. Either way, futures got hit last night, and now they're down 10, 12 handles. Overseas, Europe's down small, Asia's down small. There's some red arrows. None of them have crashed down like 2%, 3%, 1%. And they've actually been acting better than our market. That's been pretty lethargic. So so for today, we got to figure out, what levels hold. Does the trade change? Do we have to really pare down risk? Are there opportunities, with this type of down open? So let's get right to the S&P cash. This is your overall bigger chart. This is your, French elections gap up, and then this has been the range we've been in for almost 2 weeks plus with no real traction. So let's take a real closer look here so you can see it. Right now we are opening below, this upper area. So we are below 2393. You do have the 21-day that has been coming up. That right there is at I think 2385. So this is 2385. This is this would be a level that would be very constructive for the active bulls to hold. We're probably really close to that. If it gets below it, you could see, some stops get triggered, and it can come all the way down to where we were here, which is around 2380. Then the question is, does it pull one of these where it stops everyone out and then closes okay? Does it come here, stop everyone out, and leave a big hole in the overall, upper range, and then all of a sudden, potentially, we'll have to reduce some risk and get back to more tactical and active versus holding 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 longs like we've been doing pretty much since the gap up after the French election and obviously prior to that. So at this point, I would deem it very impressive if we held 2385 and then reclaimed 2393, but I'm not so sure that's going to happen. I'm going to have to look for clues. Small caps have definitely been lethargic. Last time the S&P came to 2400, the IWM was above 140, 150. Now we were at 2400 yesterday, and look how much lower it is. So it looks like some of the streets definitely losing, the pro-growth, I don't know, reality or not, or whether it is a reality or not, but losing faith in it, I guess that's the word. So the question is, does this 21-day, does this support continue to hold or not? This is 136.98. This is 137.62. So, anywhere around this 137-ish, I would think has to hold. If you get a close below 137, that would probably give some clues that the street really doesn't think that, anything's going to happen pro-growth wise, and, and et cetera, et cetera. And, again, volatility probably increases. XLF also, lagged last time. The S&P was at 2400. The XLF was at highs. This time with the S&P at 2400, look how far down it is. So the question is, does this spot hold? So for the XLF, I would use 2343 as your support. If it were to close below that, I would say you got to be careful, because then again everyone's going to start talking about how you have this head and shoulders top pattern with the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and then this would be a big neckline that we'd have to figure out whether it holds or not moving forward. There's still a lot of people saying the market's going to correct into the summer and etc. So if that's going to be the case, the small caps and the XLF will give us clues of that. If we're going to stay in this range, they're going to, then chances are they don't break, and we have a lot of the same. Another big key is the Qs. The Qs have been really strong. You take a close-up look here. It's been above the 8-day. It's extended. So the question is, does the 8-day continue to hold? The 8-day is down here. You have yesterday's low at 138.99. If it gets and stays below 138.99, this 138.50 is really, key for me. Last time we came below and came back above it, I remember that Thursday shakeout, and we've been above it since. So, you can get to the 8-day and still be strong. But if you lose the 8-day, you could still, you're still strong, but, it just means the speed is less.
以上就是本期节目所有内容，感谢您的收看，祝您交易顺利，我们下期节目再见。